Well, it's been like 4 weeks now, and you guys are wondering what's been going on. It's time to show you some stuff I've been working on. And the first thing up, I'm going to show you AHM GP18s. Hand painted, of course, but more importantly, 24 volt motors. Here comes 3 of them. Now listen. Oh yeah, that's the 15-inch radius, naturally. Okay, now, let's bring them back, and I'm going to show you something. Remember this guy? Okay, I'm going to use 3 locomotives. Okay, I'm at 1/4 of 14.4 volts. Let's just call that roughly 4 volts. Here comes 3 locomotives at 4 volts going into a 15-inch radius curve. Three locomotives. 2 AHM GP18s. They all have GP18 chassis, and one of them's got a Tyco GP20 shell on it. Okay, now I'm going to go, check this out. What are we going to do? I'm going to go about 38%. Roughly cruising speed. Pretty neat, huh? No flywheels. %. So that is about, let's say, 3 volts, roughly. Maybe 2.8. 15-inch radius. Speed her up. We're at 28% power. So let's see what's under the hood. Alright, let's look under the hood. All these are the same. And so this is what I've been working on. Plus the 9 locomotives I had to hand paint for that special that you have all probably watched already. There it is. Okay. I did not have to fabricate couplings or universal joints or shafts because AHM uses 2mm shaft size already. So basically this was all I had to do. I had to cut the pole or the shafts on the motor down pretty far to get them to fit. I made myself a little PC board out of some copper clad PC board. You know, I cut a little strip down the middle, it gives me 2 pieces of copper, which I tin with solder. I added all-wheel pickup. Instead of picking up from just one side, we're picking up from both sides. And there you have it. That's a super easy conversion. What we got to do then is that we got to make handrails, and I want to do some piano wire handrails. You're like, well, why? You can use phosphor bronze and you can use brass. Yep, but I've already done that. In ancient times, way back when, brass was not in my budget, but piano wire was. And I want to show you guys how to bend handrails from piano wire. Now, I'm still going to use brass stanchions. And I'm going to start with 020 wire. I have 015, which is better, but the problem is I'm out of 015 brass, and the 2 local stores where I can get that, they're out of it also. We'll do that another when we get to the Train Masters. since I already started doing the Train Masters in 015, we'll continue to do that. This one right here, as you can see, this one has this is brass. I bent these out of brass and soldered them. So it ain't going to look too bad, as you know. But I got a little bending tool to make these. Okay, then I got one other thing to show you, and then I'm going to start a new video and show you whatever happened to that German locomotive. Okay, you guys head on down the highway. Let's put your top back on you. You're almost done. Okay. Now, I've seen people using, if you're using these shish kebab sticks, these things, if you're using these to uncouple, I saw where somebody was using a sharpened pencil, and they're like, oh, it's so much better, because the graphite on the end makes it so much easier. So I thought, why don't I go ahead and dip my skewer into some graphite, and let's check it out. Let's see if it works. So we got some cars here we can test this on. I see some. I see some over there. All right. Let's check this out, if this is really a good idea or not. Do I notice any difference? Now, I did rub the end of this, and I assume by doing this a little while, it'll get it'll get more polished. But I'm going to have to say that having tested this a few times here, if you already know how to use these, having the graphite on the end makes a difference. For some reason, it does make just the tiniest bit of difference. Oh, here we got a tricky one. Oh, we're missing a coupler spring. Oh, there's something for maintenance. Try another one. Yep. And try one more. Oh, yep, okay. All right, then. Verdict is in. I'm doing this to all my sticks. It makes just enough difference to make it worth it. All right, then. I'm going to set up that V200. We'll check that out.